Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Dungeon Alliance. We already made it to the first 2 turns and we're going to make it through the last 4 turns. And of course, after that, we're going to be sending it over to Hungry Gamer to see if he can go through 6 turns and maybe take on the Titan boss. Wouldn't that be awesome? Now this one was shot back to back with the last one, so if there's any errors in the first video, I'm not going to be able to correct them. We're just going to keep on playing and having a great time. If you're excited to see if our adventurers can make it through this dungeon and pass it off on to Will, then I need you to meet me at the table.
Hello, good morning. Open up your eyes. Hello, good morning. The magic's still inside. I never loved you more than I do now. Living in a sentimental city, right next to an evil town. Hello, good morning.
So we're going to take our first activation for our 3rd round. And we're going to start with Caldrax. Caldrax is going to move 1 to right here. 2, he's going to use his major healing, which means I have to spend 1 to remove 4 wound tokens from myself or an adjacent ally. I'm doing it to myself. He's going to heal himself, bringing his life total where he's wounded to 2. He's only taken 2 damage now because we got rid of 4. Wow, that was out of control. We're also going to go ahead and flip his token. I don't know if I mentioned that. And we're going to then try to see if we can open this chest. It's a locked chest, so I have to roll. I'm going to spend my last movement to do that. And we got a 1, so we did unlock it. We got the number of the room or low or higher, sorry. And so we were able to unlock this chest, meaning we gain another experience points. Now I could choose to delve deeper. I totally forgot that I have my deck of many treasures. Why not? We're going to give it a shot. We're going to shuffle up our deck of many treasures. We're going to see what we get. I'm going to give it a truffle shuffle. We're going to draw a card, and we have found a gas trap. Oh no! You may immediately attempt to disarm the gas trap based on the chest level. If you fail, you must randomly discard a number of cards from your hand equal to the chest level. If you succeed, gain an experience point. Oh, that's a terrible chest. So again, we have to roll our die and hope we don't get a 0. That's going to be the plan here. We got a 2. All right, we totally beat this gas trap. Awesome. All right, then we didn't get anything extra for it, but well, we did get an experience point. So we actually got 2 experience points for opening that chest, 1 for actually opening it and 1 for actually successfully getting through the gas trap. And now that I've concluded my move, I'm going to turn around and we're just going to smite this guy just because why not? I've got a battle tactic. We're going to use it. We're going to smite this guy. He's going to take 5 damage and this guy is a very, very dead goblin. He's going to be dead. I'm going to gain 1 more experience point and we're going to put that with the rest of our total and we're going to go draft a card. Now we're going to go ahead also and do a burst of strength with our spark and fire blast, placing them like that and healing 1 health. So he's not doing as bad as he was before. Also, he has his rivalry token and he killed a goblin. Well, actually, he appeased the card. It says, if the first rival to activate during any given round slays an enemy while standing within 2 spaces of the other rival, gain a campaign token. So we're going to gain another campaign token, bringing our total up to 2. I should probably put these in the shot. We're going to put them right up here above Mysterios. So we've got 2 campaign tokens so far. We need to try to get some more. I really want to get Gorthos. Let's see if we can do it. Now, one thing I did wrong is when I grabbed my chests, I wasn't supposed to be gaining experience points exactly. It does say, you receive a number of face down XPs equal to the treasure chest level. So both of those chests I opened were level 1 chests. So we're just going to go ahead and put 2 of our experience points face down because I should not have gotten them. I should have actually just been able to get them like this, not spendable. They're not spendable experience points. They're just kind of like treasure, I guess you could say. All right, so we're going to go ahead and buy some of our stuff. Now, there's some really cool things out here, but I'm not going to lose any cards at this point. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pay 3. I'm going to pay my 3 experience points since we're on round 3 to put a wound token on Gorthos because I don't know how else I'm going to find 1 more chest. So that means when Caldrax opened his chest, we're going to gain a wound token, and then now I've paid to trigger our open chest thing. Now, open 3 chests to place the entrance to Gorthos' lair in the dungeon. So we're going to go ahead and place this in the dungeon. Now, from what I understand, in order to place this in the dungeon, it has to be placed in a room where a person is not. Also, it can't be that room. So I could put it either here or here. I think we're going to put Gorthos' lair right there. That's where we're going to put it. Now, another thing I have, of course, been forgetting to do is to put my archways in here. So I have to put an archway there, I have to put an archway here, and I believe I have to put an archway here. I think I came through that door as well. There we go. That is our map it's all set up correctly. We've finished Caldrax's turn. He bought something, but now I have to go ahead and discard some cards and draw some new ones. So if you look at our hand, I've got 4 cards, and actually I like all 4 of them. So I'm going to keep these 4 and draw 4 new ones. We got 1, 2, 3. We've got Eagle Sight, Pyromaniac, and Divine Aura. Those all look like Burst of Strength cards. And we're going to go ahead and mix these up, and we're going to draw 1 more card and see what we get. We're going to mix these up real good. Good old truffle shuffle there. And we're going to see what we get. How many do I have in my hand right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We got, Innovation again. Wow, that's perfect again. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how awesome this is. This is probably the greatest card of all time I've ever seen. Oh, Will over Hungry Gamer, you're the best. Look at this card. Oh, it's so good. All right, we're going to put this into our hand, and I think I know who's going next. Now, of course, the next thing we have to do is we have to appease our AI card, which means we have to remove this dungeon tile and put out a new tile. Let's see what we get. We've got, oh wow, I'm throwing it all over the place. We've got, oh, look at these, 2 of these. I think they're death harpies or something. No, they're going to be bad news. I don't want anything to do with them. Now, we're also going to have to appease these. I don't have enemies on the board, so I'm going to have to go ahead and spend 1 of my XP to appease this card. And I'm also going to go ahead and put our Death Harpies on here. I think that's what these are. Now, of course, they have 6 speed but no attack, but their attack is equal to the amount of speed you don't actually spend, if I remember their card correctly. So we're going to go ahead and put them out just like that. Now, let's go ahead and see what our next card does. It is going to... Oh, okay, here we go. So this is, now I'm sure that everybody's realized this, and I just realized this because I can't remember this thing. This means I'm discarding the card. This means I'm losing the card. I think I was playing that wrong the last 2 turns. So, but it doesn't matter. I haven't been pulling anything from my discard pile, and the lost cards are lost cards. That's just how they go. So I believe all the things going to the discard pile should have been lost, and all the ones that are lost are going to the discard pile. But that's okay. This thing is now going to attack any dwarf or magic user type character +2, or else we're going to unexhaust and attack for 3. Oh, we don't have any enemies on the board. Wow, this is a perfect card right now. I don't actually have to worry about any enemies being on the board and having to deal with that. So I could really just spend a turn kind of healing and power myself up. So our next person that's going to go is going to be Melinda. Melinda's going to go ahead and spend her token, and she's going to try something a little risky. We're going to see if it works. She's going to move over here and attempt to open a locked door, because that's what I need to do. Or maybe a secret door. I guess it would be a secret door, because I actually haven't placed a tile yet. So we're going to roll our die and hope we're able to open this door. We got a 3. Wow, unbelievable. Okay, we actually got the door open. That's awesome. So we're going to go ahead and place our tile right here. This is going to be the tile we're going to go ahead and place. That's going to be perfect. We're going to see how this goes. This is going to be absolutely terrible. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and put our little thing here to show that we... Oh, actually, I want to turn it this way, because that way I can open the locked door from above if I need to go into this room for some reason. All right, we're going to put our opening there, right there. What is those? Archways. Archways. We're going to do the archways. Now we're going to also play some other cards. All right, so we've moved 1, 2 to open that. Now 3, I could spend 1 speed to play this card and target either yourself or an ally. And then I'm going to be able to gain +1 ranged attack, and they're going to lose negative defense here. Now, the problem is, in order to do that, I have to play a ranged attack card, and I have to be within 2 in order to attack him with a ranged attack. So I could stand here and shoot, but he's going to gain some defense shooting through here. I really want to get this guy. But the problem is I really can't get him, which is really sad. So I'm actually just going to move into here. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to right there. And now, of course, we're going to play our innovation card. As usual, we're going to discard 3 cards from your hand when you play innovation. Afterwards, every enemy in your room receives 2 automatic damage. So we're going to go ahead and discard 3 cards. We're going to discard Divine Aura. We're also going to discard, of course, the Eagle Sight that I was thinking about using, and the Pyromaniac card. We're going to discard all 3 of those to play Innovation, doing 2 damage to every single thing in this room, which means these guys are all going to die, which means I'm going to get 3 experience points, and I'm going to go ahead and do 2 damage to our ogre. Now, sadly, I can't do any more damage than that. I really wish I could. Now, before we spend our experience points, we're going to go ahead and see what we get. We've got, oh, wow, what is that? I think that's a fire bright. Isn't that like a necromancer? All right, we're going to go ahead and grab that tile and put it on our character card here. Let's see here. It goes right here. Looks pretty bad. I don't think I'm going to go anywhere near that, but I get 5 experience points for it. That's pretty good. And of course, there's a level 2 challenge token out there. Wouldn't that be funny if that's a chest? All right, we're going to put it right there. Now let's go ahead and see what we can get. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and buy some cards. Now, I did get 3 experience points. We're just going to spend all 3. I want to pick up this Shield Bash because I don't have any way of getting extra defense for Bull. And so we're going to take down that Gorthos, I'm going to need some. Oh, but if I do that, then I'm going to lose this card. This is going to get discarded. Okay, I lied. We're not going to pay 3. We're going to pay 4. We're going to pick up the Iron Golem. We are going to pick this up because this card looks really good. We're going to pick this Iron Golem up, put it in our hand. We're going to see what our next card is. We have found, oh, a Great Worm. Oh, story card. I don't think I'm going to get this. The ground beneath you rumbles uncontrollably. The Great Worm is nearing your location. Will you repel its advance? Of course the Great Worm is in this area because we're close to our cocoon victim. All right, that person's out. We've bought our card, and we're going to go ahead and discard down to our hand size. So the only one I'm going to discard is Evade. She's not being attacked right now. I don't need that. We're going to grab 4 cards because I did keep 4. We kept 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we got. I'm hoping I get some good stuff for Bull. We've got Flaming Weapon. Well, that actually might work out okay. Flaming Weapon, Celestial Knight, which looks like it might... Oh, and Righteous Prayer. I've already used that guy. Oh, we got our Enchanted Broadsword. Perfect. All right, so we have a lot of cards here. Bull might be going next. This might be really good if we might be able to get that cocoon victim out. Now, of course, our Ogre is going to go and attack, and he is going to attempt to attack either a dwarf or an arcane character, and we don't have any of those near him. So he's going to gain +2 and attack her. That's going to be what happens. He's going to turn. He's going to do 7 damage to her. Now, of course, I did keep my elusive card, so I am able to repel 4 of it, but I am going to take 3 damage with Melinda, which is going to be too bad. And, of course, we do have to exhaust him after we attack with him. So Melinda is starting to take some damage. She has taken 3. Now we have to see what is in store for us next. And we're going to go ahead, and exhaust the most powerful monster. And he's going to attack, he's going to attack Bull or Caldrax. All right, that's not too bad. We might be able to handle that. I think it'd be best if we just took him out. Now, of course, if we don't have anybody to activate, I have to discard 3 cards. All right, so the next person we're going to use is we're going to go ahead and use Bull. We're going to exhaust her token, and the first thing she's going to do is use her Potion of Healing. We're going to go ahead and remove 3 wound tokens from yourself, and we're going to get rid of this card. So we're only down to 1 damage left, and I'm going to get rid of that damage by playing my stamina card. I can remove 1 wound from yourself, and I gain 1 more speed back. So because I gain the speed back, I'm up to 3 speed. We're going to turn around and go 1. We're going to attempt to open this locked door by spending 2 speed points. 1 to check and then 1 to try to help open it. And I need to get a pretty good number. I got a 1, so 1 plus 1 is 2. That's enough to open this door. Whew, glad I got that open. All right, well, now that this is opened, I sadly am out of speed. I can't move into there, but that's okay. I've got a plan. We're going to go ahead and use our Golem. Our Iron Golem may attack an enemy up to 2 spaces away. This is a free attack and does not count as a, as a normal attack this turn, and anybody can use it. So she's going to use it and do 7 damage to him. He's totally dead. And we've gone ahead and gained ourselves 3 experience points. Now I'm also going to play my attack. She has 4 attack, plus I'm going to give her the broadsword, 5, 6 attack. So we're going to go ahead and attack the cocoon for 6. And our cocoon, if we remember right, has 4 defense. And if so 4 minus 6, I've actually done 2 damage to it, which means it still has 4 health left. I don't know if we're going to free this guy. We'll see what we can do. It has 2 left, but that's the end of Bull's turn. She's gone ahead and done some pretty good work. And I guess that's it. All right, we're going to go draft some cards. Now I'm going to go ahead and put our 6 experience points right down here. And sadly, I don't want to draft any cards. I could get the Slayer, and we could see what it's all about, but this Ancient Scroll of Doom I think is going to be our ace in the hole. So I'm not going to draft anything at this point. We're just going to leave that right here. Now, of course, we're not going to be discarding any cards from here either. We're just going to go ahead and, apparently nothing, discard 3 cards from our hand is what we're going to be doing. But we're going to go ahead and discard cards and draw up to our hand size right now. So I'm going to discard both of these. I don't need them. We're going to discard those cards and draw up to our hand size. I only have 1 card because there's only 1 guy left to go. And he's going to go ahead and grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. And of course, he keeps his flaming weapon. And we're going to see what we got. We got Eldritch Ward. We've got, of course, our allies. We've got our Boots of Speed. Our Animal Instinct, which I don't need, Trickster, which I don't need, and another ally card. All right, that's awesome. So he's got a lot of fun stuff, and it's going to be his turn next. But of course, we have to do what our card says, which is we're going to unexhaust a guy, nobody there, nothing can attack, so we're going to go ahead and have to discard 3 cards. So let's see which 3 we're going to lose. We're going to go ahead and discard Eldritch Ward, Trickster, and Animal Instincts. I don't need any of those cards. And we're going to move into our final person's turn. But of course, we have to look at our card. Let's see what's going to happen. We're going to have to remove a map tile And I'm going to lose an experience point. Oh no, I don't want to lose any experience points. We got to get a guy on the board. Oh, I don't want to put anywhere on the board. There's only bad people out there. All right, let's go see what's going to happen to our wonderful character, Mysterios. So our last person to go, of course, is Mysterios. He's going to go ahead and spend his token. He's going to move 1, 2, 3 right over to here, and he's going to go ahead and play his flaming weapon. Cost him 1 speed. That's okay. He is still 1, 2, 3. He's totally fine. He has 4 speed. I get to give myself +2 attack, and it gets -2 armor. So since this has 4 armor and he has 4 attack, he's going to do 2 more damage to this token, which is slowly becoming unraveled. We're slowly getting this guy uncocooned. So he only has to take 2 more, and then he's finally free. Now again, I don't want to buy anything, so we're just going to go ahead and remove this tile. Maybe I can find a nicer tile to put out here. Maybe I'll go find some more monsters. We found, I don't know, is that that's a basilisk. And we also have a giant spider. That's awesome. And a challenge token of level 3. So we're going to go ahead and place these characters out on our little map here. I don't know if we're going to go into that tile. We'll see. And then we're going to also have to get rid of an experience point because there's no monsters out there to fight. Now, of course, losing that experience points brings us down to 5 experience points, which means I don't have enough for the Ancient Scroll of Doom. But if we can complete our quest, or one of our quests, I think we're going to be able to unlock this ability to gain this Doom Scroll, which will be awesome. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and keep all my cards. I'm pretty happy about all 4 of them. We're going to draw some new cards. I've got 1, 2, my Slash and my Vendetta card. Then we're going to mix these up and we're going to draw some more. So let's see what we get. We're going to go ahead and mix them up, give them a truffle shuffle. I get 2 more. And we got our Pyromaniac and Eagle Sight. So we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's fantastic. And we're going to go to our end of turn, which is going to start by, of course, readying all our heroes and monsters. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Then we're also going to advance our poison tokens. We don't have any of them. Then we're going to go ahead and place all these cards into our discard pile, which sadly I just got rid of. I guess I kind of wish I had my discard pile here because these are the cards I want, not those. And we're going to go ahead and see what the rest of it is. I'm going to draw to my hero size. I've already done that. And then we're going to advance our upgrade deck. We don't have to do that. We're going to go ahead into our 4th and final turn. Let's see if we can go take on Gorthos. So Gorthos is on the board, but another thing is I forgot to put another one of these on my dimensional displacement. We're not going to be completing this one. I'm not going to get enough blue things out there, but I know I should have put this out there a long time ago. I totally forgot to. Now, of course, before we start our final turn, we do have to go ahead and see what the monsters are going to do. Well, they're going to go ahead and get rid of a dungeon tile, and then it's going to get +1 damage, but it's going to attack a dwarf or a thief type character, and we don't have any of those. So look at this. Instead, it's going to get +3 to its attack. But at least I get to choose anything you want. Now, if we don't actually have an enemy on the board, we're just going to lose an experience point. I don't want to do that because, remember, we're trying to get this Ancient Scroll of Doom. This is my plan right here. In order to do that, we have to have 6 experience points. Right now, we only have 5. So losing more experience points would be really detrimental. So our first person that's going to go this turn is going to be Melinda. She's going to go ahead and turn her token over. And the first thing she's going to do is go ahead and play Mitra the Trickster, being able to draw 2 cards. We're going to see what 2 cards we get. We got Celestial Knight, and we also got, we got our Animal Instinct card. Awesome. We're going to play that as well to gain 2 speed and draw 2 more cards. Why not? We got, looks like Eldritch Ward, and we got Trickster and Eldritch Wards. That's awesome. Trickster's going to be fantastic. We're going to go ahead and put these in our card pile. And now she's going to have to move. She's going to move 1, 2, and she's going to try to open a secret door. Now, of course, this is just like a locked door. We're going to have to roll a die and see if we can do it. So she's going 1, 2, and 3 to try to open the secret door. Now, I'm going to spend 1 more speed to 4, and that's going to lower it. So we only need to get a 1 or better on our die. Let's see how we do. We got a 2. So we're able to open this door. We're going to go ahead and put out our Death Fairies. That's going to be what we got here. We're going to put them just like that. There we go. Our Death Fairies are here, and they're going to be facing her because they're pretty excited that we came into this room because they're probably going to slaughter us. We're going to put them right here. Now she still has, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She can still move back away from these Death Fairies. So it's going to do that. It's going to move to right there. And then she's going to go ahead and shoot these Death Fairies. Now she has 2 attack, and they have 3 health. Now, of course, she's got her Trickster card she's going to play, which means, I got 1 more speed. I could have actually made it perfectly, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. Actually, we're going to go ahead and play this, and we're actually going to move 1 more away. We moved it right there. Why not? 1, 2, 3. I can still shoot it. That's awesome. And now, of course, the rest of the card states that you must discard 1 other card from your hand when you play Trickster. For the rest of this turn, you ignore all dodge defense possessed by your enemy. And they only have dodge defense, so we're going to go ahead and discard a card to absolutely annihilate these guys. We're going to discard our Vendetta card, I think, because we don't need that. We're going to go ahead and put it in our discard pile, and we're going to go ahead and hit this for 2 damage. But that's not enough. I need to do 1 more damage, so we're going to use our Eagle Sight and our Pyromaniac, and we're going to play those as a burst of strength. And we're going to go ahead and destroy this Death Fairy and give ourselves 3 experience. And I'm also going to do one thing. I'm actually going to put her here because I don't want her to be attacked by that Death Fairy. I could have still seen the Death Fairy over here. That's a better place to be. I know I've already used my cards, but that is actually a better place to be. That's what we're going to do. So with those 3 experience points, I've got a plan. We're going to buy Shield Bash. I know that I'm trying to save up for this Ancient Scroll of Doom, but I'm going to grab Shield Bash really quick. I've got a plan. We're going to go ahead and spend our experience points up there. We're going to see what our next card is. It is Cloak of the Guardians, an artifact. When you draft this artifact, place it face up in your play area. Whenever one of your heroes takes damage, reduce the damage by 2. This does not prevent damage from enemy heroes or prevent poison damage during the end. All right, we're going to put that right there. Now we also have to see what our final room is, but it doesn't really matter because all the rooms are out on the board. We've got this one. I'm not going to put the characters on here, but that would have been our final room that we could have possibly put up, but we already have a full dungeon. Now I'm not going to discard any cards, leaving me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we only get to draw 1 card. We've drawn Divine Aura. That sounds like it might be a burst of strength. All right, we've got our 8 cards. Let's go ahead and see what our enemy's going to do. So according to our card, we're going to discard a tile. That's not a big deal. I'm not even going to do that because we don't have any other tiles we can put out here anyway. We can't do this, so we're going to give this fairy +3 strength, and he's going to go ahead and attack. It's going to move 1, 2 to right here, and then it's going to choose to attack the person of my choice. I can choose, and I'm actually going to have it attack him. 1, 2, 3 squares away, totally fine. It gets +3 to its attack, plus it moved 1, 2. So 6 minus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7. It's going to do 7 damage to him. Going through her, though, brings it down to 6. He, of course, is going to play that Eldritch Ward that we have. So now it goes down to by 3. So in the end, Mysterios is actually only going to take 3 damage, which is going to be fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and give him 3 damage, and I think we're going to be okay with that. This is going to exhaust our fairy. We're going to go ahead and flip the token, and now if we can't unflip her, we don't have anything that's going to attack, so other things might happen to us based on those AI cards. So we're going to discard the card and see what our next card is going to be. We're going to discard and remove some cards here, and then something to get +2 to attack anybody, or I can do +1 and have it go ahead and attack her. Now, of course, we can't do that. Look at this. We're going to unexhaust that fairy, and it's going to get +3 again, and it's going to attack the person of my choice. Oh, that's terrible. All right, we're going to see if we can take her out. So we're going to go ahead and try to take out this fairy. I'm going to have him go 1, 2, 3 right to here. Caldrax is going to be our next person to activate. I'm going to go ahead and remove his token so it's red. Then we're going to go ahead and play some cards. We're going to play Arte the Summoner. We're going to play that so we can draw 2 cards. So we're going to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. We have gotten Evade and Righteous Prayer. All right, that's awesome. We're going to put those in there. We're now going to go ahead and see what we can do to that fairy. We're going to go ahead and play our Celestial Knight. I have to discard 2 cards in order to play this, but I'm going to gain +2 to everything. We're going to go ahead and discard Evade and our Boots of Speed. Those are going to be our 2 that we are going to discard. We're then going to do damage to this. Now it has 7 health technically, and he's done 4 that he normally does, plus he's got 2 from his enhanced spell. So he's done 6, but that's not enough. It needs 7. So we're, of course, going to do our Bursts of Strength. We're going to get rid of our Righteous Prayer and Divine Aura, and we are going to take out this Fae, and we're going to do 3 experience points for it. Sorry, Death Fairy is what we're going to do. We're going to get 3 experience points for it. So we're going to take our 3 experience points, and actually I think we're just going to hold on to them. I'm not going to buy anything this round because, of course, like I said, Ancient Scroll of Doom is in our future. Now, I only have 3 cards in my hand, and I want to keep all 3 of these. So we're just going to go ahead and shuffle these up, and we're going to draw 5 cards. Wow, this is where we're going to get some really good cards, I hope. Because, of course, these are all the cards we used to use at the end of the last turn. So we're going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to put the rest right here and see what we got. We were able to get Innovation, which isn't going to help us. We got Smite, which isn't going to help us. We got Fire Blast, which is going to help us. We got Major Healing, isn't going to help us. And we got the Iron Golem. This is going to help us as well. All right, so we got some okay cards. Not exactly everything I'm looking for, but that's okay. We've also got our other cards here too. So we're going to go ahead and see who we're going to use next. Of course, we have to deal with our card first. So let's go ahead and remove some cards. And again, if we look at our card, we're going to go ahead and lose a card and discard a card. I know I said actually just a little while ago that this actually means lose, and that means discard. I am wrong. I'm just going to keep flip-flopping those. But like I said, it's not the end of the world because we haven't been buying anything from our discard pile, and we haven't actually been dealing with the lost cards. So we're going to go ahead and lose this one. I should be losing this card, and we're also going to discard this one, which is totally fine. And we're going to see what our next card is. We're going to go ahead and remove some dungeon tiles. It's not the end of the world. And we're also going to probably lose an experience point because there isn't any monsters out there. But we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, which is going to be enough to still get that Ancient Scroll of Doom. Now we also get 2 cards. Our first one is the Mantle of the Lion. When you draft this artifact, place it face up in your play area. Whenever one of your heroes inflicts at least 1 point of damage against an enemy, he or she immediately inflicts an additional 1 point of damage to it against that enemy. That's pretty good. And we also got the Persistent Orb. When you draft this artifact, place it face up in your area. Your maximum hand size +2. Oh wow, that's really good. I'm probably going to try to get that too. That's absolutely an amazing artifact. All right, that's the end of our turn. We're going to move into somebody else's turn. So our next person to go is going to be Mysterios. Mysterios is going to go next. And another thing I forgot to do is because of our rivalry card, we gain 1 more campaign token because he activated before her and he killed somebody within 2 squares. So way to go, Caldrax, for getting some campaign tokens. He's going to go ahead and play his first card, which is going to be another ally. These allies are absolutely awesome because I just keep drawing cards. I'm going to draw 2 cards with this one. We're going to go ahead and play that and draw 2 cards. The 2 cards we have received are... we got Boots of Speed, and we got an Evade card. All right, those are our 2 cards. I think we're also going to play our Boots of Speed. That's going to be our next card. So he's got a total of 8 speed. He's going to go 1, 2 to right there, and now he's going to spend the other 4 speed points he needs to go ahead and complete the Lost Alliance card, Amulet of Triton. It says, to repair the amulet, one of your heroes must spend 4 speed while standing on the starting dungeon tile, and he's there. Afterwards, gain 1 campaign token. Erase story card 1 and choose to either place card 2 in your hand or erase it. We're going to gain our campaign token, and then we're going to look at our Amulet of Triton. It says right here, +1 attack or +1 damage when making a spell attack or pet attack. All right, that's what this is. I think we're going to go ahead and, oh man, I don't even know if I need this. I think we're going to get rid of it. I don't actually need this. I'm going to go ahead and erase it. Is that good? I think we've been playing long enough that we might not actually need this card. And now for his attack action, he's going to go ahead and play his attack spell. He's going to do 3 damage. This attack ignores target's defense. Every other character, ally, or enemy in the same room as the target receives 1 automatic damage. That's okay. He's going to do 3 damage to this Cocoon character here, which is going to be awesome because that's going to actually free our Cocoon character. But of course, Bull is going to take 1 damage because she's standing in the same room as him. So we're going to get rid of all of these, and we have completed our Cocoon character. So it says here, the silk strands are strong as steel. Place the Cocoon token in 1 room. All right, we did all that. It says right down here, an armor defense of 4. Once you've received 6 or more damage, remove it from play. Now, it already had 4 damage, and I just did 3 more. So it's up to 7 damage. It's totally fine. So I'm going to go ahead and gain 3 campaign tokens, and on top of that, it looks like we're going to get our final ally. So we're going to go ahead and put these with the rest of our campaign tokens. We're going to add this to our hand for sure, and that's going to be the end of our Lost Alliance quest, and we have found all 4 adventures between me and Will. And again, at this point, I am not going to buy anything else. I've got an awesome plan. Now we have to go ahead and deal with our AI card, and actually I can't abide by any of this, so we're going to go ahead and flip one of our experience points to our face down side. Now we don't lose the experience point, we just can't use it to buy anything. And we're going to have to go ahead and see what our last card is. We're going to lose a couple cards, something's going to attack, otherwise all of us are going to take 1 damage. Hopefully it doesn't kill anybody because I don't think there's going to be anybody on the board at the end of the turn. Let's hope nobody dies at the end of the game. Now that we bought our cards, well, didn't buy our cards, I should say, we're going to go ahead and discard 4 cards. I don't need any of these cards. We're going to go ahead and see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 4 cards. We got Elusive, Stamina, we got Spark, and we got our Enchanted Broadsword. That's the one I needed. That's awesome. All right, we've got our 8 cards. We have 1 character. Guess who it is? It's going to be Bull. We're going to activate her, and she's going to start by playing that final character we have found. We have found this ally. We're going to play him, and we're going to get our last 2 cards here. We got Vendetta and Flaming Weapon. I don't need any of these. They might be Burst of Strength cards. And we're going to go ahead and move and see if we can take out that final boss. So Bull is going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I should not move through walls. 1, 2, 3, 4 to right there. That's going to be her movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, she can go 4 right here. There she goes. And I think I have to spend 1 speed in order to get into that lair. And to do that, she's going to go ahead and use these 2 as a burst of strength to go ahead and gain an extra speed to move into his lair. All right, let's see what we're dealing with. All right, we're dealing with an absolute monster. 9 attack, and he has 6 speed. He has 5 defense and 9 health. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. All right, it's going to stand right there and attack. Okay, we're going to pour as much damage into this guy as we can. We're going to go ahead and hit him with an enchanted broadsword for 2. This shield maneuver bash for 2, so that's 4. And our battle tactics for 5 damage, plus our extra 4 is 9. 9 minus 5 is, we only did 4 damage to him. Wow. So we're going to place our 4 damage right there. And now I still have my iron golem. I can go ahead and use that. It does 7. So 5 minus 7 is 2. I'm going to do 2 more damage to our absolute monster of a Gorthos. So we're going to go ahead and put 2 more damage right there. And that's the end of her turn when it comes to actually using cards. I'm left with only a few cards left. I've got Elusive, Spark, and Stamina, and I can't play that maneuver because I've already played one. So that's really the end of her turn. We're going to go ahead and buy some cards, and I think you already see the outcome of this. I'm so excited for what's about to happen. I'm not even going to go over the outcome, the board over there. I'm just going to pay my 6. I'm going to pay my 6 experience points right here to get our ancient scroll of doom. After you draft this artifact, you must immediately remove it from the game and then target 1 monster within 1 or 2 spaces of any hero. You inflict 5 automatic damage against that monster. Guess who it's going to be? Yep, Gorthos. Gorthos is going to take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I guess I didn't even need to use the golem. He was going to be dead anyway. We have defeated Gorthos. Yes. And we have gained 7 experience points. And on top of that, we also get 4 campaign tokens as well for defeating Gorthos. So I'm going to go ahead and give ourselves 4 campaign tokens and 7 experience. Now that we've killed Gorthos and we've played this, I'm going to remove it from the game. We have to put another one out here. We have found Staff of Teleportation. After you draft this artifact, you must immediately remove it from the game and target 1 normal dungeon tile that possesses at least 4 empty spaces and no face-down challenges. Transport all your heroes to that room, with each hero occupying 1 empty space of your choice. I'm not going to buy that, but I do get 7 experience points for killing Gorthos. So I'm going to put those right down here. So we're going to see what we can buy. Now that we already bought something. We bought our Ancient Scroll of Doom. That was awesome. I wish I had 1 more turn. I would love to buy the Slayer and send it over to William so he could try to take the Slayer on without having to go through the deck. This would start right out there as a quest for him to try to conquer. That'd been really awesome, but sadly I'm out of turns. I can't buy it. I decided to take on Gorthos instead. So we have a ton of experience points at the end of this that we're not going to use to buy anything, but that's okay. We got a lot of campaign tokens. Let's see what we got. So we have a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 campaign tokens that we can use. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Now I think we're going to pass some cards over to him. Of course, since we're doing the Lost Alliance, we are going to pay for this card. I'm going to go ahead and pay 3. So we have found the entire alliance. They are going to be coming into the dungeon with our entire group here to try to take down the final boss. Now, of course, we also need to see what else we're doing. This card seems absolutely awesome. I'm going to keep this card too. So we're going to pay 4 experience or campaign tokens. I'm sorry, 4 campaign tokens for that. And then our last one we're going to do is get major healing. I was majorly excited to have this, so we're going to go ahead and give this to Will as well. We're going to pay for 3 on that one. Now it leaves us 1 campaign token that is just going to sit there and turn into dust. I don't have anything else I'm interested in keeping. That's 1 point of experience. And the reason why is because, as you can tell, our deck is getting kind of big going through this campaign, and it's hard to get sometimes the cards you need into your hand. And if you keep filling it with those smaller cards from the level 1 deck, it's going to be tougher to get to those more strong cards. Now, sadly, I would have loved to give him the Slayer. That would have been really cool to be able to get this right on the board, but he's going to have to find that himself and maybe take it down. On top of that, it would have been really awesome to get this. This would have been fantastic, but again, I ran out of turns to be able to buy some really cool cards. So that is it. We are done with our 3rd round of Dungeon Alliance. It's time to pass this game over to Will. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol so you know when the next playthrough comes. Also, now the next one and final one is going to be over on William's channel at Hungry Gamer. He's going to be playing 6 turns, and he's going to try to take on one of the major bosses in this game, and I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm really excited that all our characters have made it so far through this adventure, but we'll see what happens in the next video. I think we might actually lose some characters because we're fighting somebody awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and again, if you're excited to see what happens to our brave adventurers, then I need you to meet me at the Hungry Gamers channel. Come on, Will, let's see what you can do.
It's